back to another episode of Critical Affection, where we affectionately criticize pop culture that we love. And I'm here with the usual crew, Amanda and Brian and Fred.
Hey, guys.
Still isn't, none of you guys are on the intro video yet. It's just me. I'm thinking if keep adding people, I should just remove the host sign altogether.
Well, currently all of our initials makes the word Fabs. So.
Ah.
That's true.
Or Spaff.
That's how NSYNC was formed.
Wait, NSYNC?
So last letter of each of their first names, I believe, is the myth.
Oh. Okay, that makes more sense.
I thought it was one of the mothers being like, "Oh, you boys are just so in sync." Why do I know this lore?
Okay, so I need to tell you guys. I need to put this ticker up. And
go back, date bots.
Real quick, before we get into the shit show that is today's movie, let's have a little look at DateBots. It's actually doing quite well. I'm pretty pleased with this. We're getting real close. I know we only have a few more hours, but I have faith that we can do this. I do. Because this is a really good book, and once you guys get the first issue, you're gonna be clamoring for the second. Everybody here has read it and liked it.
Mm-hmm.
We have directions it could go. We got a lot of fun stuff, and my brain. I had a whole spiel in my head here, and it just went away as soon as I pulled up the picture. Art, interior art. Go to datebots.com and back it, or have a look at you're on your own screen because it's gonna look cooler than this screen.
You want to give them the quick short of what it's about?
Sure. A really lonely guy named Deke decides to hire a love android for the night and discovers just a little bit more than he expected in, a lot of ways. I have to sneeze. It will come out. Look at all these pretty covers. So, there's something in my nose. I guess I'm just going to have to, turn off my camera so that I can pick my nose without you guys seeing.
So covert.
We have nice covers. We have spicy covers.
You have to tell us that part.
Yeah, that dialogue goes really well with the spicy covers.
I'm sure there's a kink for that out there somewhere.
Somebody just backed.
Right.
So Hedwin and Omar Zaldivar, amazing artists, did this is Hedwin's work. This is Omar's work. Written by Todd Vicino, and Omar and Hedwin did the interior colors and pencils. HD did the letters, so they're amazing too. Which you can see there's a couple of pages there where you can see some of the really cool sound effects graphics that he uses. Lizzie Busy cover, beautiful, of course. And Dylan, who actually I posted the thing, just a little spiel about introducing DateBots, and he contacted me. I was like, I need to do a cover for this, and so we were like, yeah, and that's what he came up with, which is really cute. I think we got an acrylic figure. We got Valentines. You can buy just a set of 3 of these, or you can buy a box of 12, which is 4 of each of them. I'll let you look at those on your own time too. We got a glow in the dark t-shirt. What else? Is that it? That might be it for this campaign. But if you guys help us get to gold, then we can do cooler stuff next time. No, we don't care about that. Cover a Valentine box. Yeah. Oh, you can design a date bot. That's the other thing. You can design your own date bot. Please get as weird or as sexy as you want. The disclaimer's in there because we won't do anything illegal, obviously. Just got to throw that out there. Please get weird, though. I want to see weird stuff.
Right?
Don't we want to see weird stuff?
It's an excellent opportunity.
Yes.
You have a family member that has a birthday coming up, or turn them into a date bot, or a crush at the office, turn them into a date bot. There's just a lot of ways to be versatile, with that feature. Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's only 5 slots of that too. So
if it is inspired by somebody, we need their permission to do so.
Well, yeah, sure.
Yes, that's the other part of the disclaimer. We do need that. But you can make a date bot. You can make yourself into a date bot too. Like
Oh yeah. Make yourself
Right,
a
do you
Robo
want-
Centaur.
Fred said something about wanting to be a date bot. I heard him.
Yeah.
Say it.
Robo Centaur thrashing on guitar.
I would be happy if my model got at least one, interested party.
Yes. Okay. So, I don't remember whose suggestion this was, but they are monsters. Is it Amanda? I see you smiling all the It was Amanda. We watched
Correct.
Carrie 2000, which
Oof.
I think Fred might have watched it first out of the four of us, and I was expecting it to be much worse based on what you said. But
Wow, really?
it's pretty bad. It's not it's not as bad as I was. I guess maybe I was just hoping for it to be worse, but it's not good. It's not a good movie. And it's kind of the reverse of what we were watching with the other movies that we watched. It was about them falling in love with a sentient AI robot thing. And in this one, they start the movie where he's already in love with the robot and kind of does the opposite, which I don't know. I guess that for story purposes, it's a good balance. But like that movie was poorly executed. And that's probably the nicest thing I can say about it.
They must have had some budget because some of those sets were intense.
True. And it was filmed entirely in the state of Nevada, which I don't know why, but somehow I managed to sit through all the credits, and that's where I learned that.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, some of the sequences were fun. Like some of them were fun and silly, like for an over the top action movie. But the rest of the script was garbage. And Melanie Griffith, I'm sorry, you're wonderful, but you can't act. You suck at this. You're bad at
Oh,
I mean, you know what? She's bad in this movie. I think I've seen her be better in other movies.
she
So,
is
like,
a fine actor. It is this movie, and the fact that they are trying to make her play the tough tomboy who's supposed to not be very emotive, but somehow also get the guy. Like
Yeah.
that's a hard character to try and pull off in any sort of way that isn't a little,
crap right that they have.
I don't
like,
mean to
this-
be a
What if
dissenting
she was
opinion.
a robot the whole time and dude just has a type?
That would be amazing if that movie had they were thinking about twists and
Oh my
things
God,
of that
yeah.
nature.
She's like, "Oh, it's time for our first night," and just robot parts. And he's like,
Then wouldn't it
Hell
be
yeah.
hilarious if they decided to get all hot and steamy in an overflowing sink again, and then she just and he'd be like, "Oh, not again."
just looks right at the camera, going, "Gee golly, I have the worst luck with robots." Roll credit.
You think I would have learned that these things aren't waterproof? Anyway,
The very fact that her waterproofing is like the inciting incident of the movie, tells you all you need to know.
there was nowhere that water got in. They didn't show a tear. They didn't tell us how it could have. Like
Mhm.
he had to have known prior that she didn't have waterproofing, and he would have been alarmed with the water coming on the floor. But he was acting very, into it and ignoring that part. So obviously she's supposed to be waterproof. They really just one line about because she's getting older, this seam, blah blah blah, would have completely made that part realistic. Otherwise, I just for the chunk of that scene, I'm like, wait. She's absolutely a robot with synth covering. How did she short circuit so violently?
She can't even swallow wine. I see a shortcoming in this model.
Correct.
he just had and the fact that he was in love with her, throughout the movie, the way he talked about her, I was like, "Ugh, this is super gross. That robot had zero personality. So what was there to love? The
Her
fact that
programming.
the ground he walked on was it, and is that
Yeah.
all that
She was compliant.
That's
That's exactly that's it.
Does not speak
It's
well
a
of the dude.
statement about how some guys want a trophy wife, especially executives, and they don't. They aren't marrying them for a personality.
I find it that's what I
Believable.
that's why I was so vehemently against this movie, right? Is the hypocrisy of it, and the doubling down on insanity is here he is who this guy that loves her for her compliance and her programming and her what she does for him, and it's like it somehow tries to make him like romantic, that like she was the only model that could do that for him, and it's like it's such like an impossible leap to make him even a little sympathetic, that like I love bad movies, but I feel like with horror sometimes with horror you'll have like a really good horror movie, and then like people will try to replicate it by going more extreme and more extreme and more extreme, and then you get something like really fringe that's just kind of no good. And I feel like morally that's what this was, like just kind of like an outgrowth of an outgrowth of an outgrowth, until the whole premise is just like, what the fuck. So
I have so much to say about this movie, very little of it good,
yeah,
and I don't think we have enough time to cover all of our takes on this movie. So like I guess the shortest thing we should just jump straight into is what did we like about this movie, because again, not a whole hell of a lot.
I thought some of the sets and the costumes, the sets in many cases were awesome.
Okay, real talk,
the
I want one of those
costumes-
fucking purple fringe coats that she had. It had the big fuck off. I want one of those. I do.
I wanted to know what was going on with the bellhop with the tiny parasol. Like,
Mhm,
dude, look fresh.
Yes. Oh my god, why? Yes.
That's what I want to know.
We had questions about like it was a neutral thing. Why was there a cat in a water jug? Why?
that was really
Like,
kind of
in-
gross.
because
to
it
me.
was indicating
Swimming doors?
post-apocalyptic world, and that this wasn't just normal times. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it was like, why is a usher or a bellhop carrying a parasol? He needs his both hands. Like, they were just doing some interesting style choices throughout all of this, and that was one of them.
Yeah.
I was
There's
like,
a cat. There's just in the cat. He's not like we both were like, oh my god, when we were watching
Run,
it.
my
We're like,
kitten.
oh wait, the lid's off. It's okay. It's not enclosed. Okay. So I was like, oh my
that's
god.
probably why they had her feed the cat, just to show
Yeah.
that it's not, that
Right.
problem.
Yeah, that's. I
Hmm.
mean, it was just a neutral thing. The cat didn't look like it was in any distress or danger or anything. It was just weird. It was
It'd
why.
been way cooler if it had been just part of a habit trail maze and the cat happened to be at that location. Be like, oh, that looks like fun.
Yeah,
You
I
could
didn't catch
snap
that the
them
lid
out.
was off. I thought there was a lid on there or something still, and they were just
Yeah, she stuck
stripping-
a stick inside of it to feed the cat or something,
Yeah,
or
it was,
get it high. I'm really unclear on what she was doing.
it was a
I just
weird.
looked it
With
up,
food.
and Bonsai Kitten didn't become a website meme
Don't Google
until
that, guys.
like-
Do not Google that.
until
not.
2000. So it's definitely wasn't
Yeah,
tied
oh,
to
no.
that. For a minute, I
was-
was like, oh, maybe it was like some weird homage to it. No, very separate.
No,
Okay.
yeah. That's where my brain went to. I didn't say it because I didn't want to traumatize the other party in the room.
They never show bad things for the cats. They make it sound like it's a totally natural way to, grow kittens into correct shapes.
Yes,
They,
that's,
they don't show the kitties in distress.
yeah.
Fred, you're too young for this, aren't you?
I don't know what this is, and I don't think I want to know. It sounds.
No, you
It-
don't even know.
I
No,
mean,
The
you
internet.
know how you can
Funny
grow
about
fruit
it.
with little molds around it,
Misinformation.
so it's like you can get square watermelons and tomatoes with faces and things.
So you like put like a brace or something on a cat, and it grows. A
They
certain way?
they were putting they were claiming, this is a joke, fake website that was saying you could put cats in a bottle so you could get square cats.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yes.
and they're just, it gets more in depth than that, and that's where it gets a little bit gross. So like I just
We'll steer away from that.
can we keep
No.
it so that Cherry 2000 is the worst thing we talk about today? Like,
like I said, don't Google it. And
So yes.
the
So
other good thing,
other good things.
the jacket, the parasol, the
How
set,
about the cars?
the cars, the
Mhm.
the action. Okay, so the sequence where she is like, the fastest way to get across the river is by using the bad guy's giant magnet. Like, what the fuck was that? But it was hilarious, and I loved that scene. That scene.
This is the
and then
quickest
she's,
way to turn it into a convertible.
that
like 1,000 feet over the water now. So clearly, it's time for me to take out my rocket launcher and shoot the guy using the crane.
Uh-huh.
What?
the,
I think
The-
he gets shot with bullets because you have to precisely time when you kill him and do it in such a way that he falls on the correct lever. It's the
And doesn't
most
drop his skin.
asinine, violent Rube Goldberg I've ever seen.
Beautiful. It was beautiful. I loved
Sure,
that.
that's another word you
So
could
fucking
choose.
ridiculous.
the
It
whole
was
movie
so
had
ridiculous.
the whole movie had this problem, but that scene in particular, all I could think of was like they're making like stormtroopers seem like marksmen. Like people fire so many rounds in this movie, and that was the only time somebody got hit was when they needed that lever to go forward. That was it.
I was a little disappointed. There were so many screams in this, and I did not hear a single Wilhelm scream. I was a little disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, totally. And I think the Wilhelm scream is older than this movie, so it should have been in there.
70s.
Yeah. So I was a little disappointed about that. But yes, the giant magnet with the car, just yes, perfect. Loved it. No notes. And then a fucking like there's the dude just shows up with his billboard raft and a couple of donkeys. Like what? Like it's so okay, like I'm not even joking, like that happens in this movie, you guys. And why? Like you have to watch it yourself, I guess. If you have 90 minutes to just throw away and never like be able to get back again, then by all means watch Cherry 2000. It's not all bad. There's a board raft and a giant magnet. Yeah, but the cars, like Amanda said, the cars were good. And
Mustang was fun to watch. Yeah, all the
what did you like about
they put it through?
I actually liked the not in a good way, but like I appreciate it. I'll say the villain. He had this like real like Bizarro MacGyver look to him. Like he looked like an evil like version of MacGyver, and he's just
okay. So
he was
that
such a shit.
MacGyver, because I thought it was.
No,
he had that aura though. He had that.
He gave me wellness influencer vibes.
I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah, because he didn't like bad energy.
He had his cult dancing the hokey pokey at night in the Sky Ranch.
Yeah,
and the paper bag target, like that was a little intense for that party, I thought.
Yeah.
To kick off a good shit day like a murder. Public execution.
With a bow and arrow. He didn't even want to waste a bullet on that guy.
He did make me smile more than once, though, the actor and the performance. Like, I enjoyed him in this.
Yes. I did appreciate that character kind of. There's not a lot worth saving in there, but like that character was pretty good.
And he almost died and didn't, like, about a dozen times. Like, he had so many lives.
The thing that got him was like just making contact with fiberglass boobs. Which okay.
Well, I love the fact that like in a more serious movie, you would have had somebody like gnarlied up with like, you know, pretty scars and stuff, and this guy instead has calamine lotion from bee stings. Like, it's a really great choice, I think.
Yes. Amanda, did you have anything that you liked about this movie?
Yes, I liked a lot of the actors that showed up. That like Lawrence Fishburne having just a moment in there, and some of the others, and you're like, oh, okay, get your money. I love it. The costuming, I get that this was supposed to be like a campy comedy, sci-fi, romance. They didn't quite know what to do with this platypus of a movie, but the costuming I felt was not that off because it was set a little bit into the future, and they were kind of extrapolating off of 80s fashion. So they didn't actually go as weird as I thought they would. And so instead, you're just kind of getting some 80s flashbacks from a lot of the outfits. And then some of it did not make sense. Like it looked like everyone was at a Halloween costume party of some sort. But it was interesting, and some of the makeup was interesting, and you could see where they got there. So it wasn't completely out of left field. So I appreciate that they were trying to be like, this is the future, and like working with what they got.
2017 it was going to look like.
Right.
Yeah.
After an apocalypse.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because it takes place in 2017. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like they had a weirdly accurate thing going on for like tech and recycling, and the fact that we would be in this weird trapped cycle with our own technology. It was almost a commentary on right to repair, but they didn't go down there, sadly. Similarly, they were trying to address the idea of like human robot love and relationships and the human relationship to technology, which I thought was great. And then they really didn't go anywhere with it, which was less great, but like the I was glad to see they were trying, especially in '88. Like that's everyone was still really gee whiz, technology is the best thing ever. So having them be exploring it a little
That is
bit was
all,
interesting.
Lori. You didn't watch Cherry 2000? You know what?
No.
Actually, I feel like Lori specifically could get some ideas for path from Cherry 2000. I'm just saying.
I wish we had Karen on to be doing Cherry 2000 with us. That would
Yes.
be a lot of fun. And Lori, I
Karen-
hope you enjoy it. I can't wait to hear what you think on the latest dish.
Yes. Yeah, come back after you read it. Come back next week when you've had a chance to read it.
And come
And
back
tell
as
us
Karen.
Yes. Yes, because we'll have to make sure we do like a fisticuffs episode so that Karen can come. Like, I don't know, we can do a launch party, something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Oh yeah.
Nope, you haven't watched it. I do think that you could just get some ideas. Like this movie is mostly garbage, but like there are some little things in there.
Yeah.
Just saying, like the giant magnet picking up the car. Like, come on.
There's a hot sauce recipe in here
Seriously, I
for you.
fucking love that scene, you guys. I fucking love that scene. It's so stupid. I love it. That almost makes it worth watching one more time. Almost. So, anything else we liked about this movie? The ending was bullshit. Never mind. The ending's not good. The ending's bullshit. Yeah, no, I can't think of anything else. Let's talk about what sucked. Amanda, you said about the recycling. Like there was a scene there where they were talking like how important it was to recycle and how they were fighting over why weren't there any of the robots left. We were talking about that, and I was like, oh, it must be because the materials inside are precious. Like that's why the people were lined up in that recycling center because it was a big deal to recycle. Which I wish we had a little more of that in our actual lives. The recycling stuff, the recycling fervor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So yeah, let's talk about what sucked. Because yeah, a lot sucked. There's no character development. There's no character personalities, really. These characters didn't have any personalities.
I'm going to open up with the lead actor sucked. He had no charisma and he didn't have much to work with, but he didn't bring anything to it at all. I found him really unpleasant. And I also felt Melanie Griffith just kind of showed up and said the words. Like she did not really... her daughter seems to do that in a lot of the movies that I've seen her into. I haven't seen all of her work, but I feel like it was a real like ho-hum effort.
Yeah, and
I'll springboard off of that to the fact that the actor was playing a character that was just objectively terrible.
Yeah.
It's a CEO that somehow can go out to the West and then be the Rube for a second, then suddenly know how to fight and can use guns and can mind read with the bounty hunter that no one is incomparable to everyone else and can hold his own somehow. Gets all the girls. He has the wife and then he gets the E and then is just able to slide off of all of the problems and issues and come out smelling like a rose and has, his big poignant moment of deciding to chuck his one true love out the helicopter by telling her to go get a Pepsi and bringing his new one true love on board on board the plane and heading off into the sunset. Like it's
yeah,
he's a horrible human being.
really is.
Who had a weird,
that too.
obsessive thing, had no character growth. He was just like a fantasy fulfillment character where you're supposed to see, if you're a guy, you're supposed to see in him that he's successful and rich for the era, gets the girl and gets all the things he wants.
Yeah, agreed. He spent 7/8 of the entire movie just absolutely desperate to get a new cherry robot. And then suddenly he finally gets her and he's like, never mind.
Yeah,
and
do not adventure.
He said something about the one thing he said, which I feel like I'm really reaching here and trying to defend this movie. But he says, say what you want about Cherry, she never lied. And then right before he lands the plane and drops her off and tells her to get him a Pepsi, she leans in and goes, I love you. And like that was a lie. She's a robot. She can't love.
But that's
can't
not a
lie.
lie. She
Programmer,
does
too.
love him. She's programmed to love him.
Yeah. She's programmed not to lie. So like she doesn't have a choice but to not lie. Like just the guy, he sucks. Yeah, like I think we all agree he sucks. That guy sucks.
And also, I feel Melanie Griffith's character kind of sucks too. The fact that she was like allowed to be like on the fence over this guy who's like literally deciding between like her and an inanimate object, you know. And it's like at the end she's like happy to win. It's funny when she
Right?
like when
But-
they meet her, she's wearing a sweatshirt that says dignity, and it's like not in this movie.
Oh yeah, no, dignity went out the window very quickly, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like, but even before that, the billboard signage for E. Johnson was all E. Johnson never says no. Like that's just straight
Right.
up like, you know, come fly with me, Delta, and sexualization happening. It's like
Yeah.
they did not build her out as a fully fleshed woman and character. Instead, she was very much pigeonholed in and was supposed to, you know, fall in love slightly reluctantly with the hero. Like one of the bits that got me is when he crashed the car after staring at her in a creepy, intense way. And then they're kissing, and just before they're about to kiss, he's just grabbing her boob. Like,
Right.
there's no way that's like, if she was okay with that particular moment and movement, I would say that she was probably suffering from a mild concussion. And so what he was doing was very, very much a sexual harassment.
Oh yeah.
Isn't it assault at that point?
Actually, no, you're
Yeah,
right. It would be assault.
It is
My
assault
apologies.
because he touched-
He was
Like I know they bumped into each other, and like if you bump into another person, if you bump into a woman, if you bump into somebody with boobs and you accidentally graze their boobs, that's not assault. That's okay. But he didn't move his hand. That's where it got.
no.
That's where it
He
crossed.
wasn't-
He started moving it
He
around.
didn't. I was gonna say he didn't just not move his hand away. He moved his hand around. Like it was bad.
Yeah,
And
that's
it
a
was such
post
a dumb.
kiss consent kind of thing. And that's the other way the movie was kind of sucking, was the whole trying to make consent sound like the worst thing ever invented, and why should men have to deal with it, because they had to do contracts in clubs with real women who were harpies, or they could have a perfect consent free / always consenting love bot.
I love how they had like the okay, and by love I mean this sarcastically. They had like sex demo tapes, so you could, if you were interested in having sex with this one woman, she could show you her demo tape, and then you'd go sign a contract. Like what the fuck? But no, the scene where they're at Jack's like cave home there with all the toasters. There were
Yep.
so many toasters, you guys. There were so many toasters.
So many toasters.
And they're arguing, and he's like talking about how much he loves Cherry, and then she is like acting like jealous, and I'm like, bitch, why do you care about this guy? Where did you have the opportunity to care about anything more than this guy, than more than his wallet?
Correct.
You had no time to get to know him. He doesn't know you. This relationship is not going to end well. Like, why was she jealous? Why was she upset?
And correct me if I'm wrong here, but like when he would go like like to be by himself and play that little clip of Cherry, like that's like him like re-listening to, like, sounds like a hand job, right, or something of that nature, like something sexual.
Oh yes, something
Something
like
saucy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like that's like the extent of like what's he's, you know, his emotional crux to her. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like at the beginning, they kind of show how nothing she knows. Like she asks, "What do all these things have in common?" And they're all invented by Americans. And she mentioned Vaseline as one of the things. And then he said, "Who invented Vaseline?" And she just kind of, and then like just like gives him a blank
Want
stare
dessert?
and gets fucks away. And like, "You ready for dessert?"
oh,
So apparently he likes some real stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was setting up for her being a robot and not a real wife woman, and not that she was just not awkward, but she wasn't actually fully human. But a robot would have more access to information. She should have like overshared, not undershared.
Yeah.
a robot
And,
would
like-
also be alarmed that they're getting wet, and they realize that.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why
Oh,
didn't
sweetie,
she-
this is gonna void my warranty.
Anything would have been better than just
They
yeah.
didn't honestly, like, you know how too many movies that are newer just beat us over the head with exposition? There were a few points in this movie that could have handled a little more exposition, because we're going, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't tell me anything about and you didn't show it. Like, it's fine if you show it instead of tell it. As a matter of fact, I think I prefer that in most instances. But like, they didn't tell or show. They just expected you to figure it out yourself. And it, like, why are there no more sex robots? There's a recycling crisis. I think then, like, it takes. They tell us that there's no more sex robots. There's no more cherries, which also gross. Her name's Cherry. But
That's a whole
they
thing.
tell us, right? No, we don't have to get into that because the rest of the movie sucks so bad.
Well, I
That's
mean,
like the least gross thing.
I mean, in the sense that that's a very classic sex worker name, and like it's tied in with sexual women quite strongly. So like that actually tracks.
No, it's actually a apt name for her when you think about it, but also gross.
Yeah, no, if you
Anyway.
want to talk about gross, the schoolgirl outfit robot doll on the bed. At least they made her look mature. That's nice.
There's that. So yeah, there's no more of this robot, and she's special. How this robot's special. And like, why, if sex robots are so popular, why aren't there more of them? If there's one thing we've learned about humanity, it's that we'll find a way. That stuff that really gets our rocks off, we're gonna find a way to make that happen, regardless of a metal shortage or whatever the hell they were doing there.
Yeah, apparently the original director was known for like trying to leave things up in the air, so they didn't develop that out, and then the one who came in had to kind of work with it. So they didn't have as much of an opportunity to maybe dive in on the why it doesn't happen anymore. But it was kind of giving the like dying automotive vibes where, when Detroit used to care about making things. So there was definitely an implication of,
That's fair.
yeah, a lot of the blaming. But
Yeah, she's got a Hemi.
Like, it just, yeah. I mean, whatever. But that's, again, one of the minor things that are wrong with this. Like, it pissed me off that, like, you can track a linear plot line throughout this movie. It's there. But, and it's
Yep.
like, well,
It's a
I'm not
journey.
saying it's good. I'm just saying it exists. Like, some movies, you cannot track a coherent plot throughout throughout the entire movie.
absolutely. Birdemic cough.
I still feel
we
like
have
that.
birds.
I need
What's your
somebody else.
thing? Let's talk to that guy.
I had to suffer through that movie too, because it's not as bad as Birdemic, I'll give you that. But again, anyway, it's like there is a plot line. Like, you can trace this movie, like, from what, the setup, you can trace it from beginning to end. Like, it's there.
Mhm.
But it was so poorly done. And I know they didn't have a stellar cast, but they had fucking Morpheus. Like, that, come on. I was
And they showed him with the reflection on his eyes, like, oh, we're gonna have a hacker who's gonna hack sort of the Matrix and get him into
Like,
the center. And
I
nope,
wasn't
Lawyerish.
the main
he's a
guy.
bang lawyer.
He would have done a better job as the main guy.
Oh, well, yeah. But let us not forget that this movie was very, very white, and all
And,
of black
I was gonna
characters were
Raise
servants
the-
or blue collar workers that were not going to be in any way showcased.
It just sucked.
Yeah.
Movie sucks.
Yeah, and for a movie that's supposed to be focused on love and how much he loved his wife, but then realized that love with a real woman was the better thing, like that would have been a good subtext to the movie, something to develop. They didn't do that. It was just he likes that model sort of obsessively, and at no point do we actually get the sense that he's falling out of love with her and into love with the actual human. Instead, it's just obsession. I'm staring longingly into the redhead's eyes for a second. Oh, I'm kissing the redhead. Oh, I've been reminded of my wife now, so I guess I'm back to loving her. And it just, like, there's no connection at all to that kind of emotional arc. It just missed every emotional beat humanly possible. Might have even curb stomped them.
That the scene where they find the new Cherry model in that fucking, what is that, a meat locker? That was weird. But anyway,
The
it was
warehouse.
super weird. but like it was a closet full of mannequins. It was weird.
Yeah.
And they find her, and he puts the chip, like his Cherry's chip, back in, and then they have this. Like that kiss was too long, and it was lewd, and they were like, I know it was there to make E jealous. She was supposed to be jealous.
But at the same time, he'd already expressed, in theory, emotions for E. So, but then was just like all over the new wife having gotten the new wife back. So it was not like, yeah, at that point, it's like, oh, yeah, no, you two should never be together. Dump his ass.
Yeah, she made many comments about how weird and stupid it was to be in love with a robot too. So like this is clearly not a thing that's just accepted in this culture.
Well, not by her. It's pretty clear like the guys at the beginning were making fun of so your robot girl is gone. You need to go to the club where the real women are. And so it seems like it was fairly accepted, and then like the hotel had the ones available, or sometimes people bring them back. So it's supposed to be unstigmatized, but not necessarily the superior option one way or the other, I guess.
Yeah.
But it didn't, like, he didn't have any of that capacity for love or meaningful connection. So
yeah. Oh.
And it was just, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think that's kind of what bothered me the most about this movie is like looking at it as a whole is that number one, there are a lot of filmmakers out there that put a lot of time and energy and have a lot of really good projects that they can't get funding for, and like somehow this project got made. And it's like to Sarah's point, like it's funny because it almost looks like a movie, right? Like things happen when they're supposed to, and it's got act breaks and stuff, but the foundation on it that it's built on is just so ridiculous. Like this premise that like we're gonna do a romantic comedy, and it's gonna be about a guy learning the lesson that human relationships are better than like robot relationships, which is like it's like a sentence that like it's like a lesson that doesn't like really, do we really need to learn that? Like, do we need a whole movie to say that? Like it's kind of like self-evident.
We absolutely need a movie. That's what this movie should have been. It should have been all about how his emotion tied to the robot who is mimicking it back. Like, is that real? Is that not real? They should have explored that.
Let me rephrase that.
That would have been great. But
Let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase it. What I'm trying to say is, in this capacity, like you're right, that premise in like Her and in better movies that we've seen, absolutely. But what I'm saying is the way this movie approached it from like a really like baseline, like how do I say this? Like kindergarten level of like, theme building and like world building and stuff. And it's not taking it with like the sophistication of like better movies. So it's like, it's almost like, to me, like this movie as a whole is like saying like, don't put your hand on the stove. Like, yeah, of course we get what you're saying. It's just being said like with no, I guess, like sophistication or nuance, if that makes sense.
Oh, 100%. Like in theory, if this was a real relationship, he would have been committing adultery by going after E. And that should have been like some guilt and racked with guilt and feeling all these other things because it was real relationship-y. But instead it was just not real. And it made it so groundless and so, like you said, it's sort of a nothing.
It felt like a mimicry of like a romantic movie. It's like they took like what a romantic plot would look like beat by beat, and then they just pasted this premise on it, and it didn't work the way like other stuff did.
On this magical sex toy.
Yeah, like it shouldn't be that like much of a struggle between like sex toy and human being, especially in this movie in this instance. But I don't know. They found 2 hours there, so whatever.
I mean, also the villain was all about the cherry as well, and
he said he had some in the backyard. They didn't even steal those.
Right. I wondered about that too.
Had a whole passel
of them, but needed the chip.
Things that we needed to look up because I didn't know what a passel was, and I didn't know what that apple, whatever it was,
Pan Apple Downy.
Yeah.
But also there's zero way that the bad guys who were dragging our erstwhile executive out of the hotel and were going to rob him would have known about the chip. But that's what they were like. They were like, oh, we got to get the chip because what's his bucket wants it. There's
That must have
no
been poorly
way they
edited.
knew about it.
No,
That was
there's
such
no
a gaping plot hole for.
Stacy
Ugh,
and Earl.
there we go.
Look up their names.
I was just
And that was something that I pointed out, and I think that was me being pedantic because that's what I like to do. He
You're in the right
yeah, not as much Samantha, maybe. I don't know. That scene where the recorder thingy with her voice on it, the sex stuff just falls out of her pocket while they're making out on the top of the car,
right.
which, by the way, was steaming and she probably would have burned herself on, and also it wouldn't have started, but yet somehow it started. That's another nitpick, but whatever. It falls out, and he gets pissy with her, and then he tells her, oh, say what you want about Cherry, but she never lied, and I'm
What you have to lie about?
neither did E with that, because you said I lost Cherry's chip, but you never asked anybody if they found it, and I was like, again, that is splitting hairs, but also like, if you wanted to know if she had it, all you had to do was ask, because I don't think she was going to lie to you. I think she was going to give it to you if you asked for it, but you didn't.
I mean, that's a
Like I
little
said,
splitting hairs on it.
That's-
Like,
yeah,
lie
oh, yeah,
by
no,
omission.
I know
Yeah.
that splitting. I just was like, that irritated me.
oh yeah, every single
Also,
time they were
liar,
making the
but
pointed,
she
she didn't lie to me, and oh, but she's just a robot. Anything that was just the super reductive attacks, like.
She didn't lie to me. Every time she said she made dinner, she had.
Does
Did
that
she
I was-
say anything else that could
distinguished
potentially
put-
be a lie?
And
I was
what
great
up
at sex. She
dinner?
never lied.
like what did she not lie about? That was the thing, is like she didn't have a personality, so there was nothing to lie about.
Well, everything she did was reaffirm that he was perfect. So, like,
Mhm.
yeah,
Very AI.
Or-
all true to me. It's all true.
You're the best I've ever had. That's
Anybody
technically
want-
true.
One of those weird, like this. It was this Back to the Future thing too, where they just stick a disc into the microwave and it becomes a hamburger and French fries. Like, when are we getting that? That's what I want AI to
Or the
do,
pizza.
y'all.
Wasn't it a
I
pizza?
mean-
It was a Pizza Hut pizza.
The
Yeah,
closest
that-
we could
that
come
was-
right now is the 3D food printers, and it's still going to take some time.
And that, yeah.
I've heard that's
We're not
supposed to be
there.
pretty good, actually. I've seen people eat like 3D printed steak, and they say it's not bad.
3D printed or lab grown?
I believe it was 3D printed.
There is a meat printer
Well,
out
that-
there.
That Impossible Meat, that's not bad. I think if
Mm.
if I had that burger for the first time and you had not told me that it wasn't meat, I don't think I would have noticed. I would have been like, this burger has weird spice on it. That's all I thought. It was like, if nobody had said anything, I don't think I would have been able to tell. So
Yeah, there's a chunk of the meat analog ones where, especially if you're loading it up with the normal toppings of whatever it is you eat it with, you're not going to notice as much, or maybe at all, depending on your taste buds.
in which case we didn't need that because mushrooms exist.
Lion mane, mushrooms, yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway, so yeah,
Keyword number 2.
is
just
there
drenched in misogyny.
the airplane was somehow like them somehow making the airplane go was like the least ridiculous thing in the story.
It just needed
then-
spark plugs and elbow grease.
Why did everybody know how to fly a fucking plane?
He was in the
Almost
war. He said,
real-
I fought in the border wars. That's why he knew how to use guns and an airplane.
Right.
Nobody could hit the plane. Nobody. They were like firing from
They
30
didn't fight
feet
in the
away.
border
Okay.
wars.
To be fair, that's a little more accurate than a lot of the way movies portray things. People usually shoot the guns and don't hit things.
But the plane took off, came back, landed, dropped Cherry off, picked her back, and they were 30 feet away.
It really should hit something.
One time. I just want one bullet piercing the
And
hull
hired
or
the
whatever.
same stormtroopers. What are you
It's-
gonna do?
The
And they put
effects
them in
bu-
Hawaiian shirts. That's
The
what they
effects folks
did.
were like, hey, okay, so we ordered 16,000 squibs. Where are they? And they're like, oh, I canceled that. Can we just make it so nobody hits anything ever?
Right?
Yeah, we can
And
make
They
that
especially
also
work.
after
had
showing the guy having the good archery, like clearly they're meant to be proficient with weapons, and yet somehow,
Yeah, they made it work.
Oh god, there
We
was so much.
absolutely have to
I'm
execute
sure
this
there's
guy. Get a
so
bow
much
and arrow.
that we're forgetting that is garbage about this movie because the big garbage is so like it's dominating the thoughts. But
Yeah.
the little garbage. Um,
How would we
I
have
did-
improved it? How would you have made this movie work?
Honestly,
Well,
I
it
think if,
started by
if we
giving the
updated
main
and took the premise, you could make a good movie out of this, but you'd have to completely overhaul it.
oh yeah, I think
A
that
journey movie mixed with somebody falling in love with a bounty hunter and
yeah, like the story, like I said, the plot is there. It exists. It was just badly written. Like you could make a decent movie out of this.
I mean, the first two
Characters
thirds
have
of
no
AI,
personality.
the first 2/3 of AI are essentially this, but like between like a little kid looking. I mean, it's the same thing essentially, going to the ends of the earth to, bring to life, or what is he trying to do? I forget. Like bring his mom back to life or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
Something to that
Yeah.
effect. But yeah, it's the same thing. Like if you had Christopher
Full
Nolan,
Metal
with,
Alchemist too. I was thinking
Oh, I
about
don't know
Full
that.
Metal Alchemist.
but if you
movie
gave a
was it?
filmmaker, I was saying AI, the Spielberg
Yeah, the
one that
movie.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, wasn't that Pinocchio?
basically, yeah, like they're going looking for the blue fairy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it was.
I
They
might
wanted
not
to
be
turn him into
listening.
a
I might
real
not be
boy
thinking
so
right
his mother would love him. That's what it was.
Oh yeah.
I'm not thinking of the right movie. We'll just stick with Full Metal Alchemist. That works too.
No, like a real filmmaker could really, do something with this. But
As
Mhm.
somebody like a decent script writer, they wouldn't even need that much money. Like they clearly did. They had somewhat of a budget on this one, but I feel like
Totally.
if they could get permission to film it in Nevada again, like a lot of that was already just there. And that Las Vegas covered in sand, that looked like a scale model. That was pretty cool.
Mhm.
I thought that was like you could tell it wasn't really because it was the fucking 80s and they didn't have CGI. So it was clearly a scale model, but like it was a good scale model.
Yeah.
They did a good job.
Did all right.
and I don't know if it was weird because I just saw like a was Out of Africa, which was like a mid 80s like Oscar winning movie, and I swear to God it was like the same exact yellow plane. So it was like,
I'm sorry. Did
It's
you
like a
say the
Cessna
80s
or-
one?
yes.
Okay.
Why?
The maybe I'm thinking of a different movie. I
Out
thought
of
there was
Africa
one that
with Meryl Streep and
Okay. I am thinking of a different one. Yeah. I was like, wait. I thought there was an older one than that. Okay.
but it felt like every once in a while, like I would look and like see that plane go by, and it was like it felt like it was a shot from a better movie, and then they would cut to something happening inside the plane, and like Cherry's like reassuring the pilot, and it just wasn't. So
Yeah. Whoops. Having technical difficulties. Never guess why.
Is it cat related?
It's a cat. Yes, it's cat.
That would make
You
sense.
just like all you gotta do is throw him over your shoulder like a old handbag, and then he's happy.
Shoulder.
So, yeah, I don't. We like. Do we have any closing thoughts about this? I mean, we could continue to go on about how much this movie sucked.
I mean,
I like
I
at the
think
end
we
of the
can-
day that it could have been a good movie. It could have been a solid movie, and I will die on the hill of that giant magnet scene with the car. That was a good scene. It was fucking ridiculous.
Gonna be a lonely hill.
yeah.
I'll die on it though.
Okay.
At least you appreciated the campiness of it as they intended. So that's good.
Like it very much reminded me of like the fun action over the top. It was over the top because obviously that's never going to happen. Like that car should have been broken.
Oh.
Like just absolutely destroyed so many times.
Might have been
Yeah.
made of adamantium.
Oh god, it's
And also when like the car gets into the ditch, for lack of a better word, the tube, And
Sheldon.
Back!
They're-
Hi, Sheldon!
they're starting to do the slide down. At one point, that briefcase opens and then it magically shuts,
And nothing was lost.
and nothing was lost somehow. Like,
Yes, why? I saw
why
that-
was it so important?
It's all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and that car, the car survived all that. And how'd they get it out of there? It was just back one day, wasn't it? She just got it back.
I mean, she
I don't
probably went
think-
and bumped off the rest of the crane operators and then used the crane herself to get it out.
I
Yeah.
guess they were mostly dead anyway, weren't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I ask a very stupid question? And forgive me in advance, but was that a wig or was it not? Because like her hair looked wet at a few points,
Yeah.
and like it
I
seems.
assume they must have dyed it.
I think she actually dyed her hair. That looked real for the moment because I was looking for that too.
Yeah,
I think it was real hair. I think that was really her hair. She maybe had extensions in it, but I don't think it was a full-on wig.
right.
Although, bleaching out, she would have had to bleach out her hair and then dye to get it that cherry red color, which that does stuff to your hair. That changes the texture of it. So I feel like it wouldn't have been that hard to get that poofiness out of it. But then when her hair dries, it turns kinky again. It turns kinky when they're sleeping in Jack's toaster cave. It's all kinky, and I think that she has naturally wavy hair, which is why I think that it when it turned that way, I think that was because that's her actual hair texture, and they didn't, straighten and tease it to the heavens. Oh, you did see this movie.
Gonna need you to decimate everyone in the quiz, Sheldon.
Have to put the cat down if I'm gonna win this
Right.
quiz.
Sarah, did you make a sticker?
Although Brian isn't on, so you might have a shot.
Sticker. Yeah, we all got a shot because Brian's not playing. I do have a sticker.
Oh, that looks great.
Nice.
Oh wow.
I
Oh,
like
that's
that hair
cool.
better than the.
So much better than the movie, right? That's what
Right? That's kind of what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure how to phrase it.
I showed the group the scribbles before anything had really come of it, and I was like, I have a feeling that this sticker is gonna be better than the movie that we're watching.
Well, the
You were
sticker's so
correct.
nice.
Like, and it's not often that I have that kind of confidence in my art, so and I did actually this has no highlights in the eyes, and I forgot to put them in, and I put them in after, so like she's not dead eyed in the actual sticker now because I remembered it.
Well, if there's anyone else in viewer land, go to play.blooket.com, enter the number 721852, and you can join us in this. We'll start in just a moment. So we got 4
Anybody
people in there.
You don't have to have been contributing or anything. You can go ahead and jump in if you're watching. Even if you've not seen the movie, it's fine. You don't need to waste your time.
Come in and play a sequence. Do all threes
Yeah.
or
Honestly,
1,
just
2, 3, 4 and see what happens.
yeah.
Amanda 2020 looks like the sequel to Cherry 2000.
Well, it's also a hindsight is 2020 about whether we should have watched the movie.
Do you think that calling the movie Cherry 2000 and then giving E the cherry red hair, was that just like they were trying to be funny or something?
Yes, I 100% believe
How
that. Women were nothing but basically whores, holes, or assholes throughout this entire movie. So yes, I completely
yeah.
believe they were trying to do a tie-in for this is the new Cherry model.
Yep, that's what it was. I was like, that's obviously a choice, and it did piss me off that she wasn't Cherry because, like, come on.
The cover of the movie is Cherry 2000 showing her with cherry red hair.
Right?
And her hair, like her bob, is kind of cut into like a cherry
Yeah.
shape.
Like, that was, they
Yeah.
definitely did that on purpose. And then they made Cherry the blonde with a straight bob and like hard bangs.
Hard bangs. cut the glass with those bangs. Oh
That's
yes.
good. That was very mod though. Like it was a
Yeah.
super 80s. Like
Oh,
you
there
were
was
gonna go with
so
the
much
casual
80s
car
in
top.
there. It was, yeah.
All right, let's start the quiz. Sheldon, pay attention to your screen, not us, because we're on a little bit of a delay. So we'll be talking and saying stuff that will be behind the
stop
quiz
it.
you're seeing. I think Sheldon knows the rules of this. He's played before.
Played this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I will say, they're not all trick questions.
Liar.
That one wasn't.
Yeah, I thought I was quick on that one. Congratulations, guys.
Yeah, Sarah just sped right into that. Wow, I tapped like 4 times before it took. I do like your holy shit, Lawrence Fishburne. movie.
Yeah.
I think we all
I'll
had that
have
moment.
answer.
And also that like strong jawed guy. They did really well with him.
He was in so many more things. Yeah.
Oh good
Oh, you
God.
Asshole.
Bastard.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That was my trick
God.
question.
I don't know what kind. I had to guess. I
God,
mean,
who
we had to have one because she did the shopping, but who knows what it was.
what was the car? Was it a Challenger?
It was
No,
a Mustang.
Ian
but
Johnson
Okay.
had
it
a
was
Mustang.
car.
Yes, but Sherry also had to have a car. But we don't
Yeah,
know what
she
it is because they never showed it.
No, she had a Postmates account.
What? What? The fuck?
In the robot repair center, there are
Oh, I was like,
two
what?
robots leaning against the wall. They are classic.
I really thought Robbie
Sci-fi
was one of them.
movies.
Apparently not.
What's that?
I thought Robbie was one of those, but
But that
Uh,
wasn't the name of the movie.
we all scored on
Oh,
Brent
that's
for
why.
these
That's
questions.
why it's a trick question.
Fucking no.
Oh God.
Was it Lawrence Fishburne?
All of them.
all
This
of
is the
them.
first time any of them were in a sci-fi.
Sweet.
Apparently Melanie Griffith had commented that she hopes it never saw the light of day.
I should have listened to her.
That was a real question. Someone better
Sarah,
get
you're just
that,
mopping
Sarah.
up the floor with us.
What? Bro.
Just pick any of the ones that were U.S. cities.
Bro.
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 What? What?
Does not produce androids. Produces supervillains.
Fuck.
Most of those were right.
Mm-hmm.
Anaheim.
You're gonna demote Brian. This fucking
You
guy.
all got it right. Why are you angry with me? Oh,
Because you slowed her
catch up.
down.
Eat our own brains out first. Oh.
I said it earlier in the show.
Yes, you did. Look at Fred. Jeez.
I'm getting a sticker.
Ass. That was less than a second. Did you see that?
Right? You just
Holy shit.
slammed to the button.
I can hear somebody clicking in the background. Like somebody is furiously clicking.
I blew that one.
Me too.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah. It's all about the Sarah.
I won my
Oh.
Yay!
Well done,
Congrats.
Sheldon, coming in
Yeah,
third.
nice job,
You
Jones.
deserve a sticker too for getting on the board. Nice.
You beat Brian too. He didn't even place.
As the quiz maker. Yes, I would hope so.
Little do
Yeah,
we know, Brian
Lawrence
is secretly Sheldon.
Fishburne
That's
played
movie.
a lawyer in a bar who makes contracts for people to go have sex.
Yes.
I'm sure he's very proud of that role too. I mean, he did do a great job in that role, to be fair.
It's no Cowboy Curtis, but
Well, that's fair. Next week we got Mike and James from Dren Productions are coming to talk to us about Wonder Man and their new project. Or we're going to talk about Wonder Man. That's the topic. I'm about halfway through, I think. I think we are halfway through. Are you guys? There's 8 episodes. They're half hour each. So, like, you can still do it this week. It's still reasonable.
I have to start on
I didn't realize it was Natamuve.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. It's 8 episodes
Mm-hmm.
of Disney Plus TV show, but it's not that much. So,
It moves fast.
and it does. And so far, I'm enjoying it.
I loved it, actually. Spoiler.
Cowboy Curtis went down the wrong path.
Should have followed Neo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're watching Wonder Man. I think this is so I did watch Agatha all along. I don't think I've watched another Marvel show since that. I'm kind of, I mean, I'm not, I don't want to be one of those people that like Marvel's overexposed us to superheroes. I'm just kind of marveled out a little. But this show so far, I'm enjoying it. So I'm not gonna dive back in because that's just a lot of money in movie tickets. But I'll watch it when it comes out. I'll watch all the stuff when it comes out on streaming now. Like I'm back in. You guys got me. Go back Daypots.
Woo!
Everybody, go back Daypots. We're almost there. I didn't look.
22 hours left.
There. Oops. Daypots. I can spell. I fucking A. Somebody else.
We'll be reviewing Wonder Man, the series on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, nope, we didn't move yet. But if you go back to 8bots, then go back to 8bots so that we can get another $1 or $2 closer to the goal. We're pretty close. We're less than $1,000, less than $900 away. And it's a show. Yeah, the next show. Yeah, Wonder Man is a show on Disney Plus. Yes, and we're covering that next week with James and Mike. I think it's James and Mike. It's James and somebody. It's James and Mike, I think. But James is coming. That's the big thing. He's the one that contacted me. And then what do we got? Is there anything else fun coming up? Lori Calcaterra is going to be coming up soon. At that next week.
Is she?
These guys have not picked topics either, so she's probably going to traumatize us again. Last time she traumatized us. Like Brian legit could not finish the movie, and so he brought Amanda in to finish the movie so that I'd have somebody to talk to.
What was it?
Don't look up.
Don't look up.
Don't look up.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet.
It's
It's worth a watch.
Go watch this.
it's a
Don't
good
The
one.
reflection show and make your decision.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good movie, but I don't like. Did I like it? I don't.
It's well done. It did exactly what it set out to do. It just was not something I could.
Its satire is
Is it satire though? Is it satire?
Is it like too close to home type vibe?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
too close to home for the corrupt government while a disaster is looming. And capitalism is trying to make it worse, kind of thing. And so, in this particular time and place, it's a bit much for folks. It was initially meant to be more applicable to how people are ignoring the climate change issue,
Mhm.
but it turns out that it can stretch and cover so many more things now.
That's-
Sheldon, you don't have to watch it to be entertaining. Come tell us about more of your give us more of your ideas. We always enjoyed those. Yeah, I think that's it. Go back to 8bots. Seriously though. Go back to 8bots. Or like share it on your social media if you can't back it. Cause like I understand if you don't have the money or if this isn't your thing or whatever, but like it's got one more day left. Go share it.
22 hours.
Gold. Get to gold.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
any part of what we talked about on Cherry 2000 scratched your itch at all, see how far we've come in the last like 35 years with this premise.
Oof. Yeah. You guys have anything else to talk about?
Nope.
I don't
Is
think.
it back,
I think
Nate Dots?
Sweet. Thanks for backing date bots. Welcome back,
It's-
Sarah.
my internet's being all fucky tonight.
Hey,
It's-
usually it's
Fair
me this happening too.
Yeah, and like Jeffrey put new guts into the computer. It's like it's not the RAM anymore. I don't know. It's just the internet being shitty.
It's got gizzards and intestines now.
It does.
Nice.
All right. So yeah, that was it. Have a good weekend. Come back next week and talk about Wonder Man with us.
Mhm.
And that's it, I guess. Right? We're set. Have a good night. See you guys
Good
later.
night.
Everyone.
Night.